Hello everyone, my name is Bree and welcome to Document a Journey. Today we are going to be working on Create December. I sat down one day this week and did all this week's prompts. That's how I like to work through Create December. I like to do them in like a chunk, and there's no right or wrong way to do this. Some people like to work on them a little bit each day. Other people like to do big chunks. It doesn't matter because there is really no rules. So we are just going to jump right into this and see what I get up to. Lately, Bernie has been loving to hang out with me on my desk, and I have to kick him off because he likes to chew on my pens. And also, this lighting will change. I figure it out in a second. I just pretty much hang a blanket on the window, and it works beautifully, see? Okay, so let's talk about what prompt I'm on. I am on day 4 right now, which is lights and ornaments. If you look to the left of the screen, you'll see that I have kind of like a decorative piece of paper. I got that from a magazine, and it reminded me of lights, even though it's snow and there's lights coming from the window. So whatever, I use that for lights, and I'm using this for ornaments. I like to work on my pages loose because I like to paint, and when painting, I like to be able to pick what paper I'm painting on, and so I want to make sure that I have the right paper in the right spot. So if I just create the book as I go, I can make sure that I get what I want, if that makes sense. So right now I am using Strathmore Mixed Media paper. Love that paper. And I am going to just be doing kind of like a ornament pattern situation. I am very inspired by folk art at the moment. Scandinavian-ish. I don't know. I'm just kind of pulling from patterns, folk art patterns. And so that's what I'm doing here. I'm using a fountain pen, which I used to use a ton and just recently kind of got back into it. Really love the black blacks that they produce. And so you'll see me work through that page, and I'll paint and everything. It'll be lovely. Just you wait. With the fountain pens, I just kind of wanted to go over what I'm using. So this is a Queveco. It is a medium nib, and I have carbon black ink inside. Love that ink. I even like the way it smells, which is kind of weird. And then the other pen that I was using was a carbon desk pen. It has the carbon black ink in it, and I absolutely love it. I kind of MacGyvered it because it was too long for my pen case, so I cut it off. But another one, if you don't like the desk pen, another great pen that has a super fine nib would be the Pilot Kakuno. You can get them in extra fine. If you know anything about pens, about fountain pens, Japanese fountain pens run smaller than any other fountain pen. So if you are looking for a super, super fine nib and relatively smooth, I would definitely go with the Kakuno. That's my favorite. I wanted to pop in here because you can see these wood palettes in the shot, and I wanted to talk about them a little bit. They are handmade by Kat Riles. You can find them on her website. I will have it listed in the description box below. But they are amazing. If you don't like to hurt your brushes in any way, wood palettes are the way to go because they won't tear up your bristles. Those metal palettes, or sometimes even the plastic ones, can tear up your bristles on your brush. Plus, these are round circles, so when you actually kind of like dig in, you can just do circular motions, and it's just so satisfying. So if you have ever been on the fence about a wood palette, you should totally go check out Kat Riles. Her website's down below. I'll have it linked. And yeah, happy painting. I'm going to be setting aside that painting and letting it dry, and then moving on to the next one. We're doing mulled cider and fruitcake, and I struggled with this prompt, but I figured I can always add a hot drink to my journal, and then I can do some journaling. So that's exactly what I did. One tip that I have to say, if you are doing this and binding after you're working on these loose, you need to just make sure that you know the order of your pages. I did get a little confused towards the end, and I had to figure that out. You can figure it out easily because you do have the prompt list, but you know, just keep in mind when you're working on them separately, it does get a little challenging. So I finished this journaling, and then I end up moving on to the next prompt, which is day 6, sugar, plums, and treats. And I actually end up sketching this one. All right, so this prompt is sugar, plums, and treats, and what I'm doing is I'm kind of creating like a dreamlike state with that whimsy line. It kind of looks like ribbon almost, but inside there I am drawing a bunch of treats. So I have like Christmas cookie, or like a tree, Christmas tree cookie. I have some lollipops, some sugar plums, but I actually just drew the sugar plum like it would come off the tree instead of drawing a treat, because they're just round balls and they looked like just round balls and they were brown. So I wanted some color. I also put in some stars and some dots to create like more like a dreamlike state. And I am going to paint this up. This was done on Midori paper, and so the watercolor doesn't come off as vibrant on this paper, which is fine. It's just something that you have to kind of think about when you are painting. And then As I was watching this back, I actually decided to write the words, "The children were nestled all snug in their bed while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads." And I'm just kind of writing that along the curve up and then along the curve down. And you'll see it in the flip through next week probably. But you know, as I go through and watch these videos and thumb through these pages, I realize that I can do more. So I do more, and then they become a little bit better. Or maybe I do more and mess them up. Either way, I added that in there, and I actually do like it.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Okay, so now I'm trying to kind of put them together so that way I don't lose track of where I'm at. I moved over my ornaments page. I put the sugar plums and treats aside to dry, and then I'm moving on to number 7, which is windows and candles. With that, I actually just put a picture, I think. I'm thumbing through and checking. So we have ornaments, we have the fruitcake one, and then sugar plums and treats. And windows and candles I set aside because actually it's on the back of the one drying, so I skipped it. And I moved on to childlike wonder, which that's kind of what you're seeing right now. I just found this image in a magazine, and it had a kid on it. And I went ahead and ripped it out of the magazine and then put a little banner that said Childlike Wonder. The next prompt that I'm working on now is number 9, which is being present. I made this little banner of being present, and I'm going to put that page together. But first I went ahead and wrote down the number 10 prompt, which was cinnamon, nutmeg, and clove, and set that aside because I wrote that with the very bold ink and I wanted that to dry before I painted what I have on there. So now what you see is I am gluing that being present down, and then I have a little journaling tuck spot, and on that journaling tuck spot I'm figuring out what to do. So first I put a little bit of washi tape on the tag up there. That tag said live in the moment, so it's kind of like being present, you know what I mean? So with that I'm going to kind of like dazzle up the back a little bit to make it a journaling spot, and pretty much all I do is I create red and green stripes. So those are kind of like my makeshift lines that I am going to journal on. So I did my journaling, and I also flipped that card over and it seemed really blank, so I drew that stack of presents on there, and then I'm just kind of highlighting it by using some brown watercolor to make it stand out a little bit more, and I'll set that aside to dry. And then I move on to the last prompt that you'll be seeing. Well, actually this is the 10th prompt. I shouldn't say last prompt. It's the 10th prompt, which is cinnamon, nutmeg, and clove. And with that one, I'm going to be using ballpoint pen and watercolor. It is done on Tomoe River paper, so the watercolor just like pops off of this paper. It's really nice. My ballpoint pen glides on it. It's a dream to work on. I absolutely love it. And so I work through these. I actually drew cinnamon, and then I drew nutmeg, and then I drew clove. So I drew each little spice on there, thinking that was really fun. And then I have to set that aside and let that dry too. And then I finish up the last prompt and put the book together, or set the book together and do a little flip through at the end.
or two ago, I thought I'd take a ride, and soon Miss Fanny Bright was seated by my side. The horse was lean and lank, misfortune seemed his lot. We ran into a drifted bank, and there we got upside. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Okay, so I'm gonna finish up painting the cinnamon, nutmeg, and clove. I'm going to kind of start assembling the book a little bit just so I don't get confused as to where I'm at and what page goes where. And then I'm gonna backtrack. So I had set aside earlier the sugar, plums, and treats page, and the back of that is going to be the windows and candles. And I had an idea for this one, and if you look towards the right of my screen at the top right, there is an image of a book that I read recently, and I'm kind of obsessed. Oh, Bernie's saying hello. But anyway, I'm kind of obsessed with it. It is called The House with Chicken Legs, and it is by Sophie Anderson, but it is based on folk tales, and I absolutely loved it. And I was sketching it, and then, I don't know, I just like the idea of those trees surrounding the image, and then I was thinking, oh my, Bernie is here. Anyway, I was thinking of how this could totally work for this prompt as well. So I drew it up, surrounded the image with these dark, dark trees, mushrooms at the bottom, and then created this, I don't know, little forest-like place. And then inside the windows, I'm just going to have them glowing really, really yellow. And so that is what I did on this prompt. I not only used my ballpoint pen, but I also used watercolor. So that is what you're going to see me work through now.
Bells on bobtail ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, thought I'd take a ride, and soon Miss Fanny Bright was seated by my side. The horse was lean and lank, misfortune seemed his lot. We ran into a drifted bank, and there we got upside. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
So this wraps up my Create December video. If you are participating in Create December and you are over on Instagram, don't forget to use the hashtag CreateDEC2023 or tag Heather at HelloBlankPage or me at documented.journey, so that way we can see what you are creating. We try and showcase those that use the hashtag every day in our stories to just kind of, I don't know, share the wealth and honestly see what everyone is doing. It's so fun to participate in this group because the prompts can be used literally for anything. There's people that are writing short stories, there's people taking pictures, there's people collaging and painting like me. There is so much going on over on Instagram, so if you want to head over there, please do check us out. And then also, if you're posting videos, link them in the comments below so that way I can share them. Maybe I can put them in my description box and or share them on Instagram. I would love to see what you've created. And here's a mini flip of what I've done so far. The book put together, I actually put it together wrong. So I skipped a page, but I will promise that I will have it together next time properly. But I'm really liking how this is turning out, and I hope you are enjoying your pages in your Create December notebook. And until next time, everybody, I'll see ya.